So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And you are with Joel and Ender for the quick predict for Babic versus Chambers. But before we get into that, Ender.
Have a little bit of this.
Have a little bit. Just a little bit.
Little bit.
Are you ready?
So, hello. And welcome to JG's Fight Talk with Joel and Ender, and we're doing Alen Babic versus Damian Chambers. Alen Babic kind of vanished for a bit, but now he's back. 6 fights, 6 wins, 6 knockouts. Says exactly what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? Versus Damian Chambers. Not a bad record either. 12 fights, 11 wins, 7 knockouts. Are we just going to have the Alen Babic that we had before the break? Are we going to have Gladiator? Is he just going to turn up and mow down whatever's in front of him? Or are we going to see a different side to his game? What's he been working on? Do you know what I mean? Are we going to see some fresh and different?
I mean, he still has his Gladiator helmet on, so what does that tell you?
Gladiator.
Oh, God bless him.
So what are you going for?
I think this is going to be the fun fight for the crowd, you know, the exciting fight. I reckon it'll be a bit of a ding dong, and I reckon the Gladiator will get the KO, but equally he could get caught too, like he could hit the canvas, you know. So I think Babic will win by knockout, but this will be the fun fight of the evening. I reckon this will be the no holds barred kind of a thing. Yeah,
like people who've seen Alen Babic before me and Ender have, he does exactly what he says he's going to do, you know, until he comes up against that matchup, really, where he meets the boxer and the boxer, you know, doesn't get hit.
Frustrates him, yeah.
It's going to be very interesting, but I don't think that's going to be this fight. I think that will probably come once we get over the 10 mark. It's going to start happening then. So, you know, we'll see.
If it does, you know, I mean, it could be the way that he's content kind of fighting at the level where he's just involved in a scrap and people are entertained. You know, obviously, the higher you go up, the more technical it can get. And, you know, you will face fighters like Sonny Edwards that are so elusive. But obviously, I mean, I think this fight's in there for the crowds, you know, just to G up the crowd. So I reckon
that wasn't Ender saying that Sonny Edwards is the same weight category as Alen Babic before anyone pulls that one up.
No. I think people understood that, but I'm glad you pointed it out.
We know what people are like.
A Sonny Edwards style fighter who's a defensive fighter, like Floyd Mayweather.
I know exactly what you meant. I'm just.
Oh no, 100%. You know what I mean? It's like. But I wonder when Sonny Edwards retires, will he fight YouTubers for lots of money?
He's so good for it. So I like you were saying, I think Babic knockout, I think it is what Alen Babic does. I can't see this being much of a too much of a much. I think he's just gonna do what he does, roll on to the next one, and I think they might do that to build the reputation again after the break.
Yeah, but I mean, like that. He's the entertainer and the showman, and are you not entertained? I suppose the whole Gladiator thing. So you know, it's part of the fight night. You know, he's there to kind of G up the crowd and get them all excited. And
I think it will come to a point though. Someone will call him out, and he won't turn it down because he's not that sort of guy. He'll want to fight. And that's when it will clash. That's when the clash will come, because then we're going to figure out how Alen Babic is going to cope against the sort of more boxing style person. So
but I mean, while the matchmakers are there and they know how to matchmake it, I presume they'll, you know, unless he's fighting for a title, he won't be going down that road, you know. So he won't voluntarily be fighting a more stylistic defensive boxer, because that's, you know, he's there to entertain. So that's what it is. Him and his Gladiator helmet. God bless us.
So me and Ender are going to go for Babic knockout for this one. And it's going to happen at some point. We can't tell you what round, but that's what he does. So Ender, until then, we'll see you at the weekend. We'll do a live watch along, probably for the Sky card, actually, as it's the last one as well.
The last one.
Yeah. Ender, thank you very much as always. And
no problem.
See you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have some of this.
Have it.
Are you ready?